I don't know, you can cut that somehow. And action. Hey, I'm Damon Snider. I'm an industrial designer, and this is the Beach Loft that I built in Toronto. What's special and unique about this Beach Loft is that it's one of the only lofts in Toronto that has full 20-foot ceilings and a terrace and is situated about a block away from the beach. It's got exposed brick, exposed ductwork, very industrial, modern, and it's just a cool space to walk around. My inspiration for this space was basically New York loft meets LA. I really wanted to go high end on this build. I wanted really top of the line finishes, clean lines, clean design, but I still wanted to have that gritty look and that gritty appeal. When I built this loft, the intention was always to live in it for a short period of time. So I did have it on the market. What had happened was it hit the internet. It hit TikTok, Instagram, and it went viral. It brought me projects that are outside of the city. It brought celebrities reaching out. Little John, very cool. It made me realize, wow, there are people across the world that appreciate my design and what I brought to the table and what I built. And it's become a place that even though I'm going to sell it, I will definitely miss it. And it will definitely be a part of my journey moving forward. One of the key details for this space is that I wanted to bring in a fine balance of softer colors, plants, and life and warmth to really balance off that masculine appeal. Over here, we've got this custom-made kitchen. It's very modern, very chic. I went with the touch-to-open cabinet doors. Everybody seems to like those. And we've got this rather large 4-person island. I went a little bit more on the industrial route for the stove. It's all gas decor, very nice. And if you come over here, I didn't really want to focus too much on the fridge, so I did a panel ready, let it blend into the cabinetry. But as you can see, when you open it up, it's very bright, very modern, super cool. Definitely love it. Again, it's decor. And the real kicker for this whole kitchen design was the pantry. It's a boiler room door, an actual fire door used in an old factory. I built out this whole closet, which didn't exist before. I built this all out specifically for this purpose to add more storage space for the kitchen. As you can see, I've turned this into a liquor pantry. For anybody, this could also be used as extra storage for whatever you want. I just happen to have a really cool showcase piece for alcohol. I want it to be very sleek because the rest of the house kind of has that industrial feel. So I thought the kitchen would be a nice juxtaposition of modern meets rustic. Here we are in the dining room area. It's still open concept. We're still part of the whole main house, but this area is defined mainly by this gigantic picnic style table. It's actually manufactured in Germany, imported here into Canada, and I, of course, had to modify it. I fabricated this little insert with glass that I actually custom tailored to the platters that I had. You take a $12,000 table and you accompany it with some $19.99 platters from Loblaws, and there you go. I had an opportunity to create more square footage in the space. The net floor was definitely a cool feature. It's functional in many respects, one of which obviously is that it gives me more square footage and a place to hang out, read, chill, etc. The other interesting thing about why I chose to do the net was because right above it I have these skylights. So the net allows the light from the skylight to come through, giving me functional space as well without breaking up the space visually. Here we are in the infamous hammock floor net. I like to think it's probably one of the only hammock floor nets in Toronto. It's inspired by vacation. The structure of this thing was very well thought out. I actually framed all the way around with doubled up structure so that all my eyelets were fully anchored in. And when you're up here, even looking down, it's a different experience. It's like you're 12 feet up in the air. A lot of people are weary and a lot of people are scared, but once they take that first step, obviously it's a fun place to hang out. The catwalk, the bridge, was inspired literally just because I needed more space and I wanted to break up all that brick wall that went 20 feet into the air. Here we are on the bridge. This is sort of one of the elements in the loft that really set the space apart from a lot of other designs out there. It just seemed like a lot of wasted space. So by creating this beam, it allowed me to anchor my bridge from one side to the other, and then that obviously inspired a whole other realm to the loft. I think the outcome came out pretty cool. Across the bridge on this new addition, the other mezzanine, it was a perfect opportunity to create a little bit of a nook with an office desk and give me a space where I can actually do work. So this is the addition that I added. It was it's almost 250 plus or minus square feet that I've added into the loft. I utilized half of it to put in a hard floor where I have an office desk set up with my old aircraft chair from the 1940s or 50s. It's actually centered on one of the skylights. It gives you a perfect view over the rooftops of the neighbors in the area. It makes you feel like you're on top of the world. At the top of the stairs, you'll find us in the primary bedroom. I really want to try to squeeze in a larger bed and reconfigure the room for more space and for more flow. So what I did is I removed this entire closet that originally existed in the old place. I replaced it with a set of built-in wardrobes, as you can see behind me. And that freed up a lot of space for me to put a king-size bed in its place with a headboard behind it, built-in shelf, which is perfect for displaying art. This art is actually made by my mother. She literally does everything from graphic design to visual arts. The exposed rafters, the LED lighting, the hidden TV in the ceiling, it just really makes it a feeling of comfort and warmth with that still industrial flair. One very unique feature of this loft is that I have a 200 square foot terrace with absolute privacy. I am above every house line. There's no window that looks into my terrace, and that creates this really private oasis to escape the city life. Here we are. This is the spot to be when you've had a really long day or you just want to unwind on the weekend. This is the terrace. I set this up specifically to entertain. We barbecue, we lounge, we have cocktails. It's got that LA meets Tulum vibe out here. Everything out here was orchestrated to create ambiance. I picked the absolute most amazing barbecue that not only does pellet, but it also does gas. And when you see this thing, you're gonna be blown away. It is etched to look like carbon fiber. It is very cool, probably the coolest barbecue you'll ever see. And just having dinner parties and entertaining, that is the perfect space to do it. Once I sell the loft, I'm going to be looking for a new property to buy. My next big move is going to be outside of the city, some sort of very sleek and awesome vacation home where I get to test the limits and really push design boundaries. There's a lot of fun projects on the horizon that are going to take my design to the next level and continue to challenge me. I appreciate people just really enjoying my work and continuing to follow along on my design journey.
If you cut that girlfriend part out, you're dead meat. That part stays and it is highlighted.
Oh man, as soon as I said buying a house for myself, I'm like, if I don't say my girlfriend. And that's, one of the unique factors why I purchased this loft. It's all over now.
Why did you fucking cut?